Hello. Today we are taking new chapter statistics. You are aware of the statistics from class ninth. It is actually a representative of certain datas. They are coming in a central tendency. And under the central tendency, mean, median, mode, many things are coming. Okay. Generally, in this class 10th chapter statistics, we have to discuss about mean, median, mode, more than type, less than type, ogive, and cumulative frequency like that. Okay. So we are starting with mean, and you know that there are three different methods for finding the mean. By the way, in class ninth, there is a single method, find the mean sum of all observations upon number of observations. Okay. Here some grouped data are there in a class interval form. So we are using formula and we are having here three different methods for finding mean. These three methods for finding, so first of all discuss about the mean. For finding the mean, there are three different methods. Number one, direct method. Direct method. What is the direct method? Mean x bar is equal to summation fi xi upon summation fi. What is the meaning of this summation? Just let me explain you first. It's a new term for you. This is a sigma. If I'll write here fi xi. Okay, what is the meaning of this term? In mathematics, this term is known as a summation. Summation, what does it mean? Sum of all the terms. Suppose I'll write here summation I is equal to 1 to 4 fi xi. And if you are going to elaborate it, so what to write in place of I, you start writing 1, 2, 3 and 4. So f in place of I 1 x1 plus summation sum of f in place of x I, here is a 2 x2 plus f3 x3 and plus f4 x4. Is it okay? This is the meaning of summation I is equal to 1 to 4 fi xi. Okay. I write here summation I is equal to 1 to n. That means this is the extension, the summation up to n terms. Okay. So that is the meaning of this term, sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. That means summation sum of fi xi term upon sum of fi term. This is the meaning of the summation term. Okay, so in mathematics we can use this symbol as a summation, sum of all the terms. So that is one is called direct method. Second method is used. Second method is assumed mean method. Assumed mean method. X bar is equal to a plus summation fi di upon summation fi. This is assumed mean method. I will tell you the meaning of that. What is d? D is called the deviation, f frequency, a is assumed mean. A is equal to assumed mean chosen from xi column. What is xi column? It is class mark. Class mark I will explain you. And number 3 is step deviation method. Step deviation method. What is it? It is x bar. X bar means the meaning is mean. X bar is equal to a plus h u bar, or x bar is equal to a plus h sigma fi ui upon sigma fi. Okay, so these are three methods will be used. One is a direct method, assumed mean method, and third is a step deviation method. Okay, here some new terms you are observing that one is a is assumed mean, which is to be chosen from xi column. In the question I will tell you that what is it. This is h is a class width, ui is equal to fi into ui, u bar x bar is equal to a plus h bar, u bar, like here first term x bar is equal to fi xi upon fi, so u bar is equal to fi ui upon fi, fi ui upon fi. and ui is equal to xi minus a upon h. D is a deviation, xi is a class mark. Okay, these are the terms. Xi class mark, we use the term as a, how to find out the class mark, lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. This is the class mark. Okay. But by the way, when I'll solve the question, then you understand these concepts properly. So you will remember that for finding the mean, there are three methods. One is a direct method, second is a assumed mean method, and third is a step deviation method. What are the differences? All these three methods. By the way, the simplified form of direct method is assumed mean method and step deviation method. These are not new things. Number one, what are the use of these other three different methods? Direct method can be used anywhere, but generally what happens when xi and fi, that means the frequency column, xi columns, they are in a very simpler form, we can use a direct method. Otherwise, what happens, we can use the step deviation method or assumed mean method. Okay, so these are all in the simplified form of the direct method forms. In these methods, too much calculation is not required. In a simple calculation, we can find the value. Third thing is that we are getting the mean result is same by all the methods. Same, what does it mean? Generally it happens we are getting a approximate result. So after decimal 2 places, 3 places, it may be changed, but almost the result will be same. Mean will same. Okay. So these three methods we have. Now one question from the exercise I am taking, and the question will be solved by three different methods. Okay. Then you can understand the concept of these three methods. You will remember the name. One is, by the way, the mean is what? Sum of all observations upon number of observations, the basic formula. But whenever the class interval grouped data is given, so we will find, and we are using the formula for finding the mean. Okay. Exercise 14.1. Question number 2 I am taking. One is a very simple question. Second question I am taking, which is, second question is, consider the following distribution of the daily wages of 50 workers of a factory. Okay, I'm making a column. It's a column. In this column, daily wages, in rupees, daily wages in rupees, and number of workers. Number of workers. You will observe one thing, that you are getting two columns only. In the question paper also you are getting two columns. They are in a form of horizontal or vertical. So you will make two vertical columns like that. The given question is that consider the following distribution of daily wages of the 50 workers of a factory. 50 workers of a factory. Okay. Find the mean daily wages. Find the mean daily wages of the workers of the factory by using appropriate method. By using appropriate method. Whatever data I am writing here, class intervals are given 100 to 120, 120 to 140, 140 to 160, 160 to 180, and 180 to 200. Okay. Number of workers 12, 14, 8, 6, 10. 12, 14, 8, 6, and 10. Total 6, 12, 8, 22, 3, 4, 5. 50 workers are there. Total 50 workers are there. Okay. Find the mean wages. Question is, find the mean daily wages. Find find the mean daily wages. Find the mean daily wages. Okay, for finding the mean daily wages, direct method. What is direct method? X bar is equal to, my suggestion to everyone, which method you are applying, first of all you will write the formula of that method, okay, so that you will get to know that how many columns are required here. So x bar is equal to, for direct method, summation fi xi upon summation fi. Okay, number of workers, second column is generally treated as a fi column, frequency column. So this is given. We are going to find xi column. What is xi column? Xi is a class mark. Xi. Okay. What is xi? Xi is equal to class mark. And I told you what is class mark, how to find out. Xi is equal to class mark, lower limit plus upper limit, lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. In this first class interval, the lower limit and upper limit, this number is treated as a lower limit, upper limit of first class interval. In second class interval, lower limit, upper limit, lower limit, upper limit. So lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2, 100 plus 120, 220 divided by 2, 110. So xi is equal to 110, 130, 150, 170, 190. What is it? Class mark. Okay, this is class mark. Fi xi upon fi. Now one column is required. Which column is this? That is fi multiplied by xi. So this is fi, it is xi, fi xi. Okay, right. So xy is equal to summation fi xi upon summation fi xi. What is the meaning of this term? Fi multiplied by xi. So we are going to multiply it. This is fi, it is xi. So 12 multiplied by 11, 110, 120, 120 and 132. 1320. Okay. 14 multiplied by 130, 14 3 ja 42, 4, 14 1 ja 14, 4, 18 and 0. Always you maintain this whenever you are writing this, because summation is given here, that means we are going to add the column of it. Okay, so these numbers should be written unit place below the unit place, tens place below the tens place, so that the calculation will be done here only. Other rough work is not required for us. 15 8 ja 120, 17 6 ja 102, 19 10 ja 190 and 0. It's okay. These are the multiplication. Okay. And after that, you have to see that which columns we are going to edit. Unnecessarily, we are not going to add all the columns. One is summation fi xi. That means this column is to be added, fi xi to be added. This is the meaning of summation. And one is summation fi, one is fi to be added. Already it is added. Okay. So x bar is equal to summation fi xi. It's column to be added. How to add this? Unit place, it is 0. Tens place 2, 4, 6. Third place 3, 8, 11. 11 to 13. 13, 9, 22, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7,260. 7,260. Because summation is that, what does it mean? Sum of this column. This is the meaning of summation of it. Okay. Sum of the column. 7,260 upon summation fi, that is 50. Okay. So 1 0 cancel. You can cancel it by 5. 5 1s are 5. Here is a 2. 5 4s are 20. Again 2. 5 5s are 25. 5 2s are 145.2. 145.2. What is this? This is the mean by direct method. This is the mean by direct method. It's okay. So mean I am writing here 145.2 because we are solving the same question by other two methods also, and see that the mean is coming same, approximate, equal or exact same. Okay. By all three methods. So this is method number 1, direct method, direct use formula, put the value in it and get the result. It is direct method. Okay. Second, I am taking for the same question assumed mean method. Mean by assumed mean method. X bar is equal to mean is equal to A plus Fi di upon summation Fi. First of all, you write the formula. New things are there. One is A, di and others. Okay. Again in the question you have given only two columns. Two columns are given. First column and second column. Other columns are not there. Nothing is there. Okay. In the book only this is. There are two columns. Okay. We need A plus Fi di upon Fi. Xi is required class mark. Xi. It is required. Okay. How to find the class mark? Add and divide by 2. Same question 130, 150, 170 and 190. Okay. Next column is that is di. What is di? Di. Okay. Di is equal to xi minus a. Actually the meaning of di is equal to deviation. Right? So di is equal to, I am writing xi minus a. Di is equal to xi minus a. Deviation. And deviation from which? From xi. Okay. This is xi minus a. A is, what is a? A is equal to assumed mean. Assumed mean from xi. Where is xi column? This is xi column. From this xi column, we are going to find the assumed mean. That means the mid value from xi column. How to find the mid value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers are here. So what is the mid number? 150. So what is this? This 150 is equal to A. By the way, in case suppose there are 6 numbers, then there are 2 mid values. You can select any one of them. You are not going to add and divide it by 2. You can select any one of them. Okay. So assumed mean A is equal to assumed mean. So A is equal to what is this? 150. Deviation from it. That means these are the data which are deviated how much from 150. This is the meaning of this. Okay. So for finding the deviation by this formula xi minus a. What is xi? Xi is 110 minus a 150. 110 minus 150. What is coming? Minus 40. So that means this 110 is deviated from 150 is minus 40. 130 minus 150 minus 20. 150 minus 150 that is 0. 170 minus 150. I am putting the value in this formula. Xi this 170 minus 150 20. 190 minus 150 it is 40. Okay. So which column is this? This is a deviation column. That means from the assumed mean how many they are deviated these numbers and how many these numbers are deviated from 150. Okay. And one column is needed, that is Fi di. Fi is already here. This is di. So multiplication of these two columns. Fi di. Fi 12 multiplied by di. 12 4 ja 480 minus 480 with sign. 14 multiplied by 20 minus 280. 8 multiplied by 0, 0. 6 multiplied by 20, 120. And 10 multiplied by 40, it is 400. Okay. How many columns to be added? FIDI. One is this. So adding this column, how to add? Algebraically, we are adding negative numbers with negative numbers, positive numbers with positive numbers. There are two negative numbers, so we are adding them. So 0, 8, 16, 617 minus 760 plus 120, it is coming 520. Minus 760 plus 520, one is negative, one is positive. That means subtraction will be done. 0, 6 minus 2, 4, and 7 minus 5, 2 with minus sign. So that means the final result is minus 200. Final result is minus 240. Okay. Put the value here. X bar is equal to A, assume mean 150 plus summation FIDI. Sum of this column is minus 240 upon FI. What is FI? Sum FI is equal to 50. 1 0 cancel. 150 plus minus minus, and we can cancel it. 5 4 ja 20, 5 8 ja 40, 4.8. So 150.0 minus 4.8. 10 minus 8 2, 9 minus 4 5. It is 10 minus 8 2 point. 9 minus 4 5. It is what is coming here 4, and that is 145.2. 145.2. Okay, answer is same by the second method. So this method is assumed mean method. And third method which I told you, that is step deviation method. For step deviation method, again in the question paper you are having two columns. Okay, you will not confuse, that's why I just leaving two columns. Other columns should be erased from the board. Okay, because in question you are getting only two columns. They are in the form of horizontal or vertical form. You have to convert into the vertical form. Okay, third method we are using step deviation method. Step deviation method. What is it? X bar, right formula. X bar is equal to A plus H summation Fi ui upon summation Fi. Okay. A plus H summation Fi ui upon summation Fi. It's a new term, ui. Okay. One column xi. So one thing is clear, that xi is required for you for all. Class mark xi. Xi 100 plus 120 upon 2, 110 plus 130 plus 150 plus 170, sorry, 190, not plus. These are 110, 130, 150, 170 and 190. Okay. Here we are finding the value of ui. Ui is equal to xi minus a upon h. Ui is equal to xi minus a upon h. That means assumed mean is also required, h is required, right? So assumed mean is required. Here I am finding xi, or direct I am using a formula xi minus a upon h. Okay, xi minus a upon h. ui is equal to xi minus a upon h. Let me tell you what is h. H is equal to class width. H is equal to class width, class size. H is equal to like 120 minus 100, 20, 140 minus 120, 20, 160 minus 140, 20, like that. Upper limit minus lower limit. So H is equal to class width is equal to 20. How will you get this 20? 120 minus 100 or 140 minus 120. You can remember this. This is H. A is assumed mean. Okay. A is equal to assumed. A is equal to assumed mean. And what is assumed mean? To be chosen from xi column always. So again here A is 150. A is equal to 150. Okay. X ui is equal to xi minus a upon h. Okay. Look at this. 150 are starting from here. 110. So this is 110 minus a. 110 minus 150 minus 40 minus 40 divided by 20 minus 2. 130 minus 150 minus 20 upon 20 minus 1. 0. 170 minus 150 20 upon 21. 190 minus 150 40 upon 22. Okay. And here one very specific term I am telling you. When you are finding the ui, you are not going to calculate it. Whatever assumed mean you have chosen, in front of that you will write here 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 upside, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4 downside. Always the same condition is coming. If the class mark h is given there, assumed mean is there. Okay. So always this condition is there when we are using a step deviation method. What we have to do? In front of assumed mean 0, upside minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, downside plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Okay. Simple calculation. Now, if we look at the formula fi ui, so we'll have to multiply fi by ui. Fi 12 multiplied to minus 24, 14 multiplied by minus 14, 8 multiplied by 0, 6 1 is 6, and 10 2 is 20. Because summation fi ui is given, that means this column to be added. Minus 24, minus 14, minus 38, plus 26. What is the result? 8 minus 6, 2, and 3 minus 2, it is 1 with minus sign. Okay. We'll put the value here. X bar is equal to A, assume mean 150, plus H is 20, summation fi ui, sum of this column minus 12 upon summation fi. Summation fi is 50. What is coming this? 150 plus minus minus, it is 1 0 cancelled, 12 2 is 24 upon 5. Same result, 150 minus 5 4 is 20, 4.8, and 150 minus 4.8, it is coming 145.2. Okay. So second, third methods, I think almost they are the same methods. Only one thing is different, but h is to be multiplied here. So these are the three methods. One is a direct method, second step deviation method, assumed mean method, and third one is a step deviation method. Okay. One question I am taking now, and that question will be solved by one method like step deviation method. Okay. And I'll tell you that how the calculation becomes easy when you are using these other two methods. By the way, in this exercise 14.1, I hope you will solve each and every question of it. And in some of the questions they are asking that which method is suitable. So what to write here? Direct method can be used For those questions, direct method can be used for those questions in which xi and fi in the simpler form. Okay, if xi fi are in a difficult form, that means the big numbers are there, so we'll use assumed mean method or step deviation method. Okay. All questions of same type, only one question is there. Question number 5 is, in a retail market, the fruit vendors were selling mangoes kept in a packing boxes. These boxes contained varying number of mangoes. The following was the distributed of the mangoes according to the number of boxes, number of mangoes and number of boxes. Find the mean number of mangoes kept in a packing box. Which method of finding the mean did you choose? Okay. Question number fifth I am taking because this is a question. In that question, class interval is not given in the form of continued class interval. Okay. So question number 5 you will see the question which I have read. The question, 2 columns are there, number of mangoes, one column, number of mangoes, and second column, always a column of frequency, number of boxes. Okay, we are going to find the mean. Number of mangoes, it is given that 50, 52, 53, 55, 56, 58, 59, 61, 62, 64. Okay, 50, 52, 53, 55, 56, 58, 59, 61 and 62, 64. Number of boxes 15, 110, 15, 110, 135, 115, 115 and 25. Okay, 15, 110, 135, 115 and 25. Find the mean number of mangoes kept in a box. Mean number of mangoes kept in a box. Which method we are using? We are not using here direct method because you know the data's xi, fi and xi will be not smaller number, not simpler number. They are a difficult number, bigger number. Okay, so we are using other methods like step deviation method or assumed mean method. But before that, you will see the class interval. This is Ci, and you can observe the class interval. In this class interval, generally what happens, the upper limit of first class interval will be equal to the lower limit of second class interval. That is called continued class interval. But here you are seeing that this is a 52, it is upper limit of first, and lower limit of second 53. They are not same. So first we have to convert into the form of continued class interval. What to do? Continued class interval. Okay. 52, 53. How to convert in continued class interval? Here I can write continued class interval. Okay. For converting in continued class interval, the simplest way you remember, you will make a difference of upper limit of first class interval and lower limit of second class interval. What is the difference? Difference is 1. 53 minus 52, 1. 56 minus 55, 1. 59 minus 58, 1. 62 minus 61, 1. Okay. This 1 is divided into two parts, 0.5, 0.5. 1 0.5 is subtracted from 50 and 0.5 will be added to the upper limit. 0.5 will be subtracted from lower limit, 0.5 will be added to the upper limit. And this will be done in each and every class interval. Okay, then what happens? Then it will become a continued class interval. 50 minus 0.5, 49.5, 52.5, 52.5, 55.5, 55.5, 58.5, 58.5, 61.5, and 61.5, it is 64.5. What is it? It is continued class interval. Okay. Number of boxes, it is Fi. Column is same as, no change in it. Now we are making a column Xi. Xi, class mark. It is required. In the question number second, you have observed that class mark, this column is necessary for each and every method. There are 3 methods. For all the methods, this is a required class mark. So class mark I am making. For making a class mark, now let us see the difference. If you are going to find the class mark of that 50 and 52, you are adding them and divided by 2, what is the result is coming? 51. Okay. Here let us see 49.5 and 52.5. 10, 11, 12, 1, 9, 1, 10, 102. And 102 divided by 2, what is coming? 51. Class mark is coming same. Okay. So I am writing here same. The class mark is equal to 51, 54, 57, 60, and 63. It's a class mark. Class mark can be found by this CC class, continued class interval or class interval. Okay. But we have to use this continued class interval. Okay. So that is one. Xi. Here which method I am using? I am using here because you can see that the class mark, it is 51, 54, 57, 60, 63. That means class width is here. So I am using a step deviation method, which is more easy in calculation. Okay. Step deviation method. What is it? Xy is equal to A plus H summation Fi ui upon summation Fi. Okay. A is to be selected from always Xi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Middle number is A. So A is equal to 57. Okay. H is equal to class width. What is the class width here? 52.5 minus 49.5. Class width 52.5 minus 49.5. 5 minus 5, 0. It is 12 minus 9, 3. Okay. But here class width, you can see there is a 2. So class width, continued class interval. So H is equal to 3. Okay. Ui is equal to Xi minus A upon H. Okay. Xi 51 minus A 57. 51 minus 57 minus 4 upon what is coming this? 3. Okay. Minus 4 upon 3. Once again, Xi 57 minus 51. Sorry. Xi 51 minus 57. It is coming minus 6. And minus 6 upon H3. What is coming? Minus 6 upon 3, minus 2. 54 minus 57 minus 3 upon 3, minus 1. It is 0. 60 minus 57, 1. It is 2. Always it happens. In UI column, in front of Xi, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. You remember it. After that, Fi ui. Fi ui. 15 to 30, minus 30. 110 minus 1, minus 110. It is 0. 115 and 25 to 50. Okay. How many columns are required to add? This is required Fi ui. So minus 140 plus it is coming 165. 165 minus 140, 25 with plus. Okay. And FI column is, this is FI column. What is the value of this FI? 5, 10, 15, 22, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 400. Okay. It is 400. Put the value here. X bar is equal to A. Assume mean is equal to 57 plus H 3 summation FI 25 upon summation FI 400. So what is the answer here? X bar is equal to 57 plus 25. 25 1 25, 6. Okay. 3 upon 16. Because this 3 upon 16, it is not divisible. So what should be done here? Simply 16 and 3.0. 16 2 30, 16 1 16. 10 minus 6 4. It is 2 minus 1 1 0. 16 8 128. It is 10 minus 8 2. Here's a 1 0. And again 16 8 128, 16 7 so 0.187. What is coming? 0.187. So I write here x bar is equal to 57 plus 0.1187. So round off value 9. May I write like this? After decimal, the second place 8, third place is coming here 7. So when you are making a round off up to the second place, this is more than 5. So this 8 will become here 9, 0.19. So x bar is equal to 57.19. Okay, this is the answer. And you can check the solution also. This solution will be coming from the median class, because assume we have taken this. This is the median class. So your answer should be coming under the median class. Sorry, under the mean class, not median class. It should be coming under the mean class. So between 55.5 to 58 points. This is a rough idea. Sometimes it happens, you will make a mistake of putting the decimal in place of where you put decimal here. So immediately you can understand that you are wrong, because 5.71 will not be a correct answer. Correct answer must be coming between this interval. Okay. So between 58.5 to 61.5, answer 57. Or this between in front of that 55.5 to 58.5, answer is 57.19. Okay. So this is the method, and in the question they are asking that why this method is used. So I'll say because the values of xi and fi is not a simple value. It's not a very simple value. Therefore, we can use step deviation or assumed mean method. Okay. So these are all three methods. Exercise 14.1. In my next lecture, we'll have to continue with the statistics, exercise 14.2. Till then, bye. Thank you and keep watching.